All right, man. It's been announced that excuse you, waking up, doing laundry, getting it together. Announced that Nikola Jokic was been leaked, and Nikola Jokic will be MVP. We kind of already talked about this. Two-time MVP. A lot of people upset because they said Joel Embiid should have got it, but let's talk about it. Drew Wojnarowski just dropped the bomb. You dropped the bomb on me, baby. Said the Denver Nuggets center Nikola Jokic have been voted the NBA's most valuable player for a second consecutive season. Source tell ESPN a formal announcement expected this week. So a lot of people are gonna point back to a lot of people are gonna point to the fact that he got bounced from the playoff, but James Harden killed Joel Embiid narrative. Him and that Ben Simmons trade. That's the one reason that how he was getting traction. A lot of people not gonna like I said that, but it's the truth. It's one of the reasons that he continued to get traction. Um, was that trade? When Ben Simmons wasn't there, his whole MVP thing was about Ben Simmons, holding them back. Ben Simmons ain't want to play, ain't a team player, and the Ben Simmons narrative fueled Joel Embiid's MVP talk. And another thing that fueled his MVP talk, and also his play on the court, was him not being injured. First thing they said, well, this year he wasn't injured, and apparently everybody on ESPN voted for Joel Embiid, but once again, it's the most valuable player, and he didn't have Ben Simmons, and if he had left, while Ben Simmons wasn't there, they would have been probably a candidate for the first overall lottery team. But then you get James Harden, you get championship expectations, you have a little dip at the end of the year. His numbers were phenomenal: 30 points a game, 11.7 rebounds, 4.2 assists, 50%, almost 50% from the field, almost 38% from the 3-point line. 81 before it, I don't think it helped that they last matchup Jokic kind of dogged them too. But um yeah, terrific numbers. And his whole thing was fueled by the Ben Simmons narrative that the media was pushing, and it was fueled by him being healthy, and his numbers. And James Harden, he hurt him. James Harden hurt his candidacy. Now it's championship expectations. Now what I'm saying, he wasn't doing everything. Now he got another superstar on his team. Now the expectations is championship. And you look at what Jokic did, and he did this once again without the top two players on his team. And it wasn't Michael Porter Jr. there. It wasn't no Jamal Murray there. He did this with Monty Morris and Aaron Gordon, and he went to six, and he made what, the sixth seed. And they got bounced out by Golden State, and Golden State very may will make it all the way to the West to the championship. And um, you look at the numbers, compared, he only averaged, three around a little bit more than three less points a game, and he averaged over two more rebounds a game, and he averaged almost four more assists, and he shot 60% from the field. And the game plan every night is to stop this guy. And he shot 33.37%, 33.7% from three, 81% from the free throw line. So, like I said before, he did this most valuable. You take him off that team, once again, they're a lottery team. So, I mean, you know, that's just the fact of the matter. So, like I said before, it'd be nice to see Joel Embiid get it, but I understand Nikola Jokic doing it. I get it. Ain't no other all star over there, and he still, drug that team to championship. I mean, to the playoffs. And things he do with the basketball, the facilitation, the handles. You know, he did that. On a bad team. So I understand why people feel the way they do, because they know it's probably not a chance that Joel Embiid is going to stay healthy for another whole season or 80-90% of a season. And they're probably going to try to add a big three next year, and that's going to take away from his narrative. But it is what it is. You can't just give a dude an award based off of he was healthy, and Jokic dogged him head up last time they played. So, like I said before, I think the right guy won the MVP. People wanted to give it to Joel because this may not happen again with him being healthy, but can't take away that Jokic had a better year and did it with less. And then you think about it, he still had another max player in Tobias Harris on this team. You know, so and Denver don't have a bad team. I got some good depth: Will Barton, Monty Morris, Aaron Gordon, Bones Highland. They got some depth over there. But without Jamal Murray, without Michael Porter Jr., you still carry him. You can't take that away from him. I'm sorry, and his numbers better overall. Only thing Joel beat him at is 3-point percentage, slightly in the free throw percentage, and points per game. All of them is pretty much, they close. But Jokic is the dude. Good back-to-back MVP, and maybe like Giannis, he get them dudes healthy next year, win a back-to-back MVP, able to put a championship on there. But it's gonna be the expectations, man. People say, well, he didn't show up big versus Golden State. Like, bro, what you want him to do, bro? Golden State got a fucking all-star team. When you look at it, dog, it's him. Aaron Gordon don't live up to the hype. Reason Will Barton, had they had a complete team, they probably would have been number one, number two in the West. And probably would have been beat Golden State or being a lot more competitive. I think so. So I mean, they got some decisions to make too, but they a good basketball team when healthy. And I think it's they've been through some wars in the playoffs, and I think it's to next year. I mean, it's hard to say it's the time to get over the hump. Like the Clippers gonna have some expectations. The West gonna be back full strength next year, but coming off 1 year off an ACL injury, for Kawhi Leonard, 1 year off ACL injury for Jamal Murray, Michael Porter back injury. I mean, can we really do we really expect them to be at full strength next year? The Clippers and the Nuggets, I ain't sure. Especially because Kawhi just seemed like he lacked confidence health wise. So I'm not sure, honestly. I'm literally not sure. So I mean, by the end of next season, those guys should be getting healthy and being comfortable. The backs are tricky, but for Michael Porter Jr., but it's gonna be interesting next year. So if they fully healthy, Nikola Jokic won't have the narrative. Probably be impossible for him to get MVP 3 times. So they thinking championship. I don't think he thinking MVP. They thinking championship. Probably make some modifications on that team, but Clippers, they should be thinking championship too. Resign Robert Covington. The Sixers next year probably gonna add a third big guy over there, big three. They be thinking about championship as well too. So congratulations to Nikola Jokic, and think Joel Embiid. Will he stay healthy again? I think he will, man. I think he probably gonna use his motivation, but I'm pretty sure he had taken a championship over MVP, so he didn't steal the run. And I always said that they should give the MVP for the cumulative of the playoffs and the regular season, but like I said, or maybe they should just do regular season MVP, bam. Maybe they should do the best player award after the playoffs. Maybe they should have a separate award for the best player in the league award after the playoffs. But check out the NBA Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe button. It's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Rest with a donate, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe button. It's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live, drop a video. You find me everywhere by hitting my Linktree link in the description. It's everywhere. My pin it in the live chat. From Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.